Good evening, and welcome back to the conflict room. Donald Trump just said 3 words that could define the most dangerous geopolitical moment of our time. We'll find out. Those words weren't casual, they weren't a joke, and they weren't diplomacy. They were a message to Iran, to Israel, to America's allies, and to every military command center watching the Middle East right now. Tonight, I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened, why Trump's statement matters, and why the region may now be closer to a major war than at any point in decades. Because what's happening right now is not being explained honestly anywhere else. On February 1st, Donald Trump was speaking to reporters when he was asked about a warning from Iran's supreme leader. Iran claimed that any American military action would trigger a regional war. Trump didn't hesitate. Of course he would say that, Trump replied. But we have the biggest, most powerful ships in the world over there, very close, a couple of days. Then he added the line now echoing across war rooms around the globe. Hopefully we'll make a deal. If we don't, then we'll find out whether or not he was right. Think about what Trump just did. He didn't deny planning a strike. He didn't soften his language. He didn't de-escalate. He said the United States is prepared to test whether attacking Iran actually starts a regional war. That's not diplomacy. That's a countdown. Here's where this gets truly dangerous. On the same day Trump made that statement, Iran announced that talks with the United States were progressing seriously. Trump confirmed it himself. They are talking to us, seriously talking. So let's be clear about what that means. Diplomatic negotiations are active, while U.S. aircraft carriers sit in strike position, and the president openly suggests he's willing to find out what happens if diplomacy fails. That combination is extremely rare and extremely unstable. Both sides are preparing for 2 completely different outcomes at the exact same time. Iran's foreign minister made something else very clear. Iran is willing to negotiate, but their missile program is completely off the table, never negotiable, not now, not ever. That directly collides with Trump's demands. Trump wants Iran to dismantle its nuclear program, halt enrichment, allow inspectors back in, and limit missile capabilities. Iran has already said no to one of those core conditions. These positions aren't close. They're not even in the same universe, which means these talks may not be about reaching a deal at all. They may be about buying time. Quick reminder, if you want clear, real-time breakdowns like this, hit like and subscribe. We're monitoring this situation closely, and when something moves, you'll hear it here first. While diplomats talk, the USS Abraham Lincoln is sitting in the Arabian Sea, and it's not alone. It's operating alongside multiple destroyers, each carrying dozens of Tomahawk cruise missiles with ranges exceeding 1,500 miles. That's hundreds of precision strikes launchable from international waters. The carrier air wing includes stealth fighters, electronic warfare aircraft, and strike platforms capable of overwhelming Iran's defenses within hours. Trump emphasized something important. These ships are days away, not weeks. That means the infrastructure for war already exists. Targets are selected. Strike packages are planned. The only thing missing is the order. Iran, meanwhile, has issued its own warning. Any U.S. military action from any location at any level will be considered the start of a war. Iran says retaliation would include American forces, Israeli territory, and U.S. allies across the region. That's how a single strike turns into something much larger. Hezbollah activates. The Houthis disrupt shipping lanes. Oil flows through the Strait of Hormuz are threatened, and the global economy feels it almost instantly. This isn't speculation. This is the chain reaction military planners are modeling right now. Here's the trap. If Iran backs down, the regime looks weak, internally and externally. If Trump backs down, his threats mean nothing. Both leaders are boxed in by credibility. Trump has already shown he's willing to use force. Iran has already said retaliation is guaranteed. That's why those 3 words, "we'll find out," matter so much. They remove ambiguity. Right now, there are 3 realistic paths forward. The first is limited strikes, fast, precise attacks, but retaliation is almost guaranteed, and escalation becomes unpredictable. The second is leadership decapitation, high risk, enormous consequences, and no guarantee of regime collapse. The third is full-scale war, long, costly, destabilizing, not just for the Middle East, but for the global economy. None of these paths are clean. None of them are controllable once they begin. So here's the real question. Was Trump bluffing, or was "we'll find out" a final message delivered deliberately and with intent? If you think Iran makes a deal, comment deal. If you think strikes are coming, comment war. If you think both sides are trapped, comment trapped. Share this with anyone who needs to understand what's actually unfolding, because this is not routine diplomacy. This is the most dangerous standoff in decades. What happens next will determine whether this ends with a deal or with missiles in the air. Thanks for watching the conflict room of everyday people. Stay alert, stay informed. We'll be here when the next move happens.